welcome to Deadly Dames, and this is this week's pickup video. So we've just had the mad sales of Black Friday and Cyber Monday, where it's a dream for people like me because all the things that I've been watching that have been quite expensive have dropped down in the sales, so I took well advantage of it, as I'm sure many of you did. So on Zavvi they actually dropped the price of the Universal Monster box set. Now I've already got the Blu-ray set with like all of the classics in it and the Frankenstein one, but I had been looking at the Mummy one, and although I like the Mummy movies, they're not my favourite. I love the creature from the Black Lagoon and I love Frankenstein, so I kind of held off picking up the Mummy series, although I really wanted it. But on the Zavvi sale, as I said, it really dropped in price, so I went for it. In fact, was it Zavvi or was it Amazon? And I think it was Zavvi. But yeah, this one comes with six films and the amazing Abbott and Costello meets the Mummy. Those movies are hilarious if you've never seen them. There's Abbott Costello meets the Mummy, meets Frankenstein. I think, is there a Dracula one? I think Dracula's actually in meets Frankenstein. But I also, as well as picking up the Mummy one, I also got the Dracula Legacy Collection. So at the moment, the only one I don't have is the werewolf. But really, I don't think there's many in that Legacy that don't cross over with some of the other ones. Because I know in this one, is it House of Frankenstein that also has the Wolfman in it? And then there's a Wolfman one that also crosses over in some of the Frankenstein ones. There is She-Werewolf of London, which isn't on any of these. So again, if it drops in a sale, I might pick it up. And we've not had a Creature from the Black Lagoon Legacy Collection released in Blu-ray over here yet, so I'm guessing that one's still to come. I did also pick up a few other things in the sale. Just try to get them all. Yeah, so I bought from 101, which dropped in their Amazon sale, 5 Weeks in a Balloon. I don't know about what it is about this time of year, but as soon as it gets like the dark nights and it feels like you really can't go outside because it's bloody freezing, I start to watch all of the old like Jules Verne's adaptations and a lot of Ray Harryhausen stuff and a lot of the sort of old adventure movies like Sinbad and Clash of the Titans and stuff like that. I've never actually seen this one, but when I've seen that 101 Films released it, I was very interested in it. I was just sort of waiting for the price to drop, and it did, so I'm glad to have picked it up. I also got a few animes that had gone down on sale on Zavvi again. I like anime movies. I'm a big fan of the animation, and I'm a big fan of that they're not afraid to touch on subjects that other things maybe would shy away from. And I think they're very creative, but they're also extremely expensive. And when you don't really know enough about it, or you don't really have, I mean, I've got a couple of friends that like anime, but sometimes I don't really want to take the risk in case I spend a fortune and I don't like it. So when I seen that Zavvi had dropped a few of them down in price, I took a chance. Now this one here is really not a chance because I've got the TV series and I didn't actually know there was a movie, and it dropped down, so I picked up Cowboy Bebop the movie. And I also was very interested in this one. That's the reason why I took a chance with it, and that's King of Thorns. So if you've seen it, obviously let me know if you like it. Don't give away any of the plot lines, but let me know if it's good. I'm hoping it's good. It certainly sounds really interesting in the back. I bought one other one, which was actually just a second-hand buy from Amazon, but my friend Callum, he likes his anime movies, and he really recommended this one. He tried to get me to like borrow his, but I'm terrible. Like when I borrow stuff, I think the only person I'm comfortable to lend and borrow from is my sister, because at least I know that it's at her house and she looks after it sometimes. And I'm not going to be like holding on to somebody's thing for years, so I didn't want to do that. But I picked up this one relatively cheap, and I think you'll be glad that I'm finally getting around to watching it, and that's Summer Wars. I watched The Boy and the Beast last weekend and it was really, really good, and it's the same folk that made this one, so looking forward to giving this a go. And then I don't know why, it's been a long time since I've seen this movie, and I tried to find it on Blu-ray and was kind of shocked to discover that a lot of James Cameron stuff hasn't actually got a decent Blu-ray release. True Lies doesn't, and this was another one that doesn't, so I'm hoping that eventually we'll get one. But until then, I paid £1 for this out of Computer Exchange, so looking forward to giving The Abyss, I can't speak tonight, another go. It's a 2-disc special edition. I think the second disc is just full of like special features, but £1, can't really moan at that. And then I nipped across to FOP because I really wanted to pick up 101's Blu-ray release of Black Christmas. Black Christmas and probably My Bloody Valentine are my two favourite slashers that not a lot of people seem to focus on. I mean, obviously you get the classics of Halloween and Friday the 13th, etc., but Black Christmas is amazing. I think that it's like a perfect slasher story, and I actually wish that I had this when I met Margot Kidder, and I got her to sign this one, but I got her to sign my sister's, so I'm happy with that. That sounded like I got her to sign my sister. I meant my sister's DVD, Blu-ray from Arrow, so yeah, I didn't really word that properly, think that wording out when I said it. But yeah, Black Christmas is amazing, and if you've never seen it, pick it up. I mean, I haven't actually had a chance to watch this one yet, so I'm hoping that the Blu-ray transfer is amazing. This is probably the movie that scares my sister the most, because the very first time that she's seen Black Christmas, it was after a night out, I'm sure, and she was knackered and kind of fell asleep. And when she woke up, it was the eyeball scene at the end, you know, where he's peeking through the doorway. And ever since then, it just scares her, this film. I actually don't mind the remake either. I think of it as a completely different movie. I don't really think of it as a remake, to be honest. It uses some of the similar story, but it's not anywhere near like this film. This film's amazing, so I had to go across to FOP and pick this up. I knew when they were releasing that I definitely wanted that, and I'm just glad that someone's done it over here in the UK. Now someone should go and release My Bloody Valentine completely uncut. That would be great to see. It's extortionate to buy just now, the uncut one, because I think it's only, I want to say Canada that's got one. If anybody knows of a different completely uncut My Bloody Valentine, let me know. This was in the deal with FOP for the 2 for $25, so I was going to go for an Arrow movie, and then sticking to my theme of it's very dark, it's cold outside, don't really want to wander outside, want to watch good old adventure films, I decided to go for Eureka's release of Journey to the Centre of the Earth, another Jules Verne's one. Been years since I've seen this. I remember I used to watch it on like Sundays when it came on the telly, and I just thought, nah, I'm going to get this to give it a go. The Arrow one I nearly went for, which is quite similar, is The Incredible Shrinking Man, but I'll pick that up at a later date, which is also an amazing movie. And then when I was in FOP, I noticed that they've still got the BFI sale on, and this is a animation movie. It's German, that I've never actually heard of or seen before, and it looks really good, so I took a chance on it. And that's The Adventures of Prince, and I might be saying this wrong, Ahmed. I'm hoping I'm saying it right. But yeah, it looked really interesting, so I went for that. And then the last thing that I picked up this week, well, I did get a couple more VR games, but I got them for Claire. VR is amazing. I know I said this in last week's video, but oh my, we've been playing a lot of it, but don't play as much as we have, because it makes you feel really ill. But yeah, we've been playing a few things, and I'm addicted to Fruit Ninja. I know that sounds mental, but it is a lot of fun. But yeah, the very last thing that I picked up was the last thing I was waiting coming through from the Arrow sale, and that is Eric the Conqueror. This is actually a Mario Bava movie. Never knew that. It looks really good. It looks like the type of adventure movie I probably should have seen when I was younger. You know, like Conan or Willow and things like that. On the Arrow note though, what do you guys think about their new website? I don't know if it was new for the US as well, but certainly here in the UK. I don't think Arrow ever charged for postage before. I might be wrong. And when I ordered, what was it I went on to order from? The Hitcher book, which I was surprised. As much as I ordered the book because I really liked them, I was really wanting the movie, and I'm sure that everybody else out there who is a fan of the movie The Hitcher was the exact same as me. I really was hoping and praying that they released The Hitcher on Blu-ray, but they haven't. But yeah, I was ordering the book, and I got charged for postage. I didn't realise it wasn't much, but I don't think they ever charged before, and I find in the new website very strange to use, but I suppose things have to be upgraded in order to keep with the times. But anyway, that's everything that I picked up this week. I've not had a lot of time to watch films. I think, as I said, I've watched The Red Turtle, which was a Studio Ghibli movie, which is amazing if you've never seen it. There is not a single word of dialogue in that film, but fantastic. And I watched The Boy and the Beast, again, really, really good movie. and I watched a Disney film. Was it Robin Hood? Must be that, something about when it gets to winter, I just start watching cartoons. But I really need to start watching some horror films, get some horror films in there. But anyway, that's everything that I've picked up this week. Let me know if you've seen any of the movies and what you think about them. And as always, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe and take care.